Thank you, Bella. Appreciate it. As you can probably tell, Bella's extra excited for this one. This is something going to be a little different than usual. This is a letter to a youth soccer player, something hopefully that you feel your players, kids will get a lot out of. So, as coaches or parents, if you're listening, you might want to share this with them. This is something I actually written a number of years ago for my players, obviously minus the personal stuff and inside jokes that wouldn't make any sense to you anyway. Then I kind of started sharing it each season. As all of you probably know, it goes really fast. I tried to from the beginning to help my kids and players understand that so that they would really appreciate what they're going through and their time with their team and the experiences they were having because it does go really fast. That seems like it was yesterday, and here they are halfway through their high school careers. So first, coaches and parents, I think it's important that you let your players this let your players know this. Is really the first thing that I would tell them is if you want to be your best and you're fully committed to getting there, I will do everything that I can to help you along and fulfill your soccer potential. But as I tell them, whatever I do, whether it's to motivate, inspire, teach, encourage, support, or even practice with you, as I always do, I say, hey, you want to get up at 6 a.m. and practice before school? Let's do that. If it's 9 at night under the lights or on the weekends for extra, great. I'm there if I can be, but only you can make the decision to put in that time and effort to become the best player you can be. In return, I'm going to give you the time, the effort, and the opportunity you want. I think that's really important coming from coaches and parents. But it is up to you as a player to take advantage of it, right? That's always been my promise and will always continue to be my promise. But you're the one that has to put in that commitment. It's your soccer, not mine. So if I want it more for you than you are willing to work for it, none of that's going to matter, right? I don't care how good you can be as long as you become that good, if that's really what you want. Um, I just don't want any of you to fall short of your potential and then maybe look back once it's all over and think, if I had done this or I could have done that, and maybe I could have been a better player than I was. Maybe I could have been, a varsity starter as a freshman or all county or maybe even played in college or whatever it might be. I don't want you as a player to look back and have those regrets. So please, please don't fail because you didn't try, and never fear failure or mistakes. You're going to make them. You're going to make a lot of them. The pros continue to make them. It's just the way it is. It's the way the sport is. And the only real failures are those that quit. Okay. So understand you never should be scared to make a mistake. The only way you're going to learn, the only way you're going to improve, the only way you're going to have a chance to develop and be great is to play fearless. If you fear mistakes, you're not going to be a very good player because you're not going to do what needs to be done to be great. You're always going to play it safe. You're going to get rid of the ball too soon. You're going to play the short 5 yard pass when maybe you need to challenge a defender and beat them off the dribble, right? And understand that the pursuit of excellence is a lifetime goal, or in terms of soccer, a career long goal at least, right? So you have to understand that it's not one touch, one drill, it's not one practice or one game or even one season. Um, you don't practice until you get something right. You practice until you can't get it wrong. Okay, it's thousands of little moments over time, over practices and games and seasons that all add up to something absolutely amazing, and that's the future you as a soccer player. Okay, and yes, you need to find fun along the way. It sounds contradictory at times, I know, when we talk about working hard and so forth, but you can play hard and smile. You can put in the work and have fun, right? Soccer is an outlet that allows you to create and express yourselves in ways you haven't even imagined yet, right? The better, the smarter, the more skilled you become, the more creative and expressive you can be, the more fun the game is. Okay, they call it the beautiful game for a reason, right? Okay, and yes, you will get hurt along the way. You will walk off the field in tears. You will suffer disappointment that keeps you from sleeping if you care. Of course, I know some they lose the game and then before they're even off the field they've forgotten about it. But most athletes that's not true. I don't want to digress too much, but it's always been fascinating in terms of the greatest athletes in their sports. They always seem to hate winning I mean, hate losing, I should say, more than they loved winning. It was the fear of losing that drove them more so than it was the joy of winning, right? But anyway, look, at times you're also going to hate your coach. You're going to hate hate your parents for forcing you to go to practice, and you're going to hate the sport. It's sad, but it's true. It's part of the journey, and that's okay. Because the other thing is, you will also walk off the field experiencing a happiness and an excitement and joy that few people in the world ever experience, and those that don't play will never understand it. Okay, you will make friendships that last a lifetime from shared battles and battle scars and a journey only your teammates will know and understand. Okay, they are the only people that will understand your mood after a tough loss, the only people that will understand why you are out in the backyard in the rain with a ball at night under bad lighting, adding sweat to the rain soaked shirt you're wearing. Okay, embrace it, want that, work for that, because it is worth it. But understand that there's no reward without risk, without sacrifice, right? Every time you play like it's the last time you will ever step foot on the pitch. Risk failure, risk disappointment and heartbreak. Dare something most don't. Dare to be great, right? Chase the game you love, chase it with everything you have. Find ways to enjoy the battles and the struggles, not just the winning, okay? Use these to build friendships that last a lifetime, to build character that will serve you after soccer, right? These ideas of setting goals and working to achieve them, overcoming obstacles, they apply to so much more than just the sport of soccer, right? The lessons you learn along the way, they'll take you a long way in life too, okay? And it is a lot of work, and it is sacrifice, and you will miss out on other things from time to time. That's you can't do it all. You'll miss a party, you'll miss a sleepover, you'll miss a dance. It happens, but it's a journey worth taking. You will get so much more out of it than you miss because of it. Okay? And I say girls here because so I'll say it now because that's what I coach, but obviously this is for all players. Okay? At the risk of sounding old to a bunch of teenage girls and boys, but it's girls who are going to roll their eyes. It goes fast. Okay? As I'm doing this podcast now, a lot of the girls I had were in second and third grade when we started, and they're halfway or more than halfway through high school, and now they have wrinkles. And I've said that as a joke, but last tournament we played a couple of weeks ago, I had players between games that were talking about their forehead wrinkles, right? That's terrible, isn't it, to be 15, 16 years old? Enjoy the journey, okay? Who knows? Maybe someday you'll be coaching about a bunch of rowdy little girls, and then you'll understand why blood was shooting out of my eyes at times, right? You'll be able to pass down the experience you had as a player to the next generation of ponytailed monsters, okay? Then you'll truly understand my pain. Um, and that's a big thing. I mean, look, if any of you out there go pro, that would be fantastic. Speaking specifically for my players, if you enjoyed it, if you became the best player you can be, and if you then in turn learn to love the game enough that you end up coaching, that would be awesome. Um, and so to my girls, I've always ended it with, if you're ready to play and play the way I know you can, man, I would hate to be on the teams that you're going to face, right? Look, cliche or not, nothing worthwhile comes easy on or off the pitch. It's a lot of blood, sweat, tears, love, hate, more tears, setbacks, disappointments, even more tears, but also a whole lot of joy and an experience that you can't get any other way. And that is, I'm going to end it there. I think I've actually might have ended up doing a part two for that. And if you like this and I can find that, I will turn it into a future episode. If you have coaches, parents, friends, players that you think would get a lot out of this, go to the soccerspecialistpodcast.com/letter. Okay. And I will have it up there for you. I really do hope you share this one. I think players can get a lot out of hearing something like this on their soccer journey. And I'm going to leave it there. I appreciate you listening. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Terrible English. Shame on me. Um, and spread the word. I think this is a good episode for a lot of people to listen to. And Thank you very much. I will talk to you in the next episode. Once again, thanks for listening to this edition of the Soccer Specialist podcast. Hey, if you get a chance, go to thesoccerspecialist.com, grab your free ball mastery videos, and there'll be some other goodies for you that I can get to you via email. And I will talk to you again soon.